Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So today we got a whole bunch of new gifts from DC Universe Online, one of which is a advanced character level to combat rating 255. So you have until October 11th to be able to claim your free gifts. So if you want to be able to skip to combat rating 255, you have until October 11th to log in order to be able to do so. And the same with your other gifts. So we're going to give that to our Cthulhu character, our Eldritch God. But so in order to be able to get the gifts, from what I understand, you have to log in. So let's do that. And also, for those who don't know, today the Halloween seasonal starts today. So you can see the little free gift here. We're not going to take that just yet. We're going to skip to combat rating 255 first. So let us log out. So once we log out, again, you can see the advanced character level thingy at the bottom of the screen. So let's click on the square. So we have the skip to level 25, which is, I think, $10. But we are going to use the skip to combat rating 255. So let's confirm. So here we are with our character that is now level 30. The reason why he's still a combat rating 12, I didn't equip the gear just yet. The gear is what raises your combat rating. And you saw we gained a whole bunch of abilities because obviously as you go up in level, you gain new abilities with your character. I probably should have looked at the skill points, but if I recall correctly, you gain roughly 70 skill points when you use the skip to combat rating 255. And if we go to our inventory, we see we got a few things. We got a combat rating 255 box. Basically what this will do is that it will give us our gear so that our character can be combat rating 255. It will give us an exobyte cache, grant us some supply box, and some artifact starter pack. And it gives us 3 vault tickets. So let us start with the combat rating 255 box. So as you can see, it gave us a whole bunch of gear. And from there, we're going to be able to decide which kind of gear we want from that. So basically, we're going to be able to decide if we want it to be DPS gear, or in this case, healer gear. Let's go for a healer. And you can see the style is the Hero Strength 2020 style. So if you're wondering how to get the Hero Strength 2020 style, this is how. Oh, okay. I thought we had only one ring. Turns out we have 2 rings. So let's put it there. So you can see as we equip our gear, like right now our combat rating is up to 183. So let us continue. So almost there. Stay on target. For the weapon, we're going to use end blasters, obviously. That's what the character is using. So once we've equipped all of that, we should be combat rating 255. Let's take a look. So you can see combat rating 255 and equipped combat rating 255. So you have to equip everything in order to be able to raise your combat rating to 255. Let's take a look at some of the other boxes. So the exobyte cache is something that was given to us. At some point, we used to have exobytes that we could put in our gear. Sadly, that was removed at some point, and it was replaced by implants. Which reminds me, let's equip our implants. Or our augments, I should say. There we go. So the exobytes were replaced by augments, but we can use it to basically fortify our augments. So you can see we get 4 golden exobytes, so we will be able to use that to fortify our augments. Let's take a quick look. What we could do, we could decide to fortify one augment a lot, or we could decide to fortify each augment. In this case, we'll go for each augment. There we go. So, because also, not just the gear will give the stats to our characters, but also the augments are pretty important. So if we had, let's say, augments, that would be, like you can see the difference here. We have our dominating rune augments. Well, let's take a look just at the elf, like 42 elf. And here we have 543 elf. Not that big of a difference considering that this is like rank 24 and this is rank 222, but oh well. And we get a granted supply box. Let's open that. So basically, usually when you go up in level, at various points during the game, you'll get various bank bots, broker bots, mail bots, and all that kind of stuff. Basically, it is to familiarize yourself with those items so that later on you purchase them from the marketplace. There seems to be they're pretty much all stuck to your character, cannot trade, except the radar enhancers can be are account bound, so you could trade those to your other characters. And sadly, this is pretty much it. The Sorter Cola Ultimates, that's a bit sad. Basically, those are you cannot trade those to your other characters. So once you get the Sorter Cola Ultimates on one character, sadly you're stuck with it. And the Artifact Starter Pack. So let's click on that little box. So it will give us an artifact cache in which we will be able to choose one artifact. It will give us a whole bunch of nth metal, some nth metal detector, some seals of preservations, some flawless nth metal, some purified nth metal, and some catalyst to be able to upgrade our artifacts. I didn't get any artifacts with this character just yet. I'll probably make an artifact video soon. So this is pretty much what you get, and of course you get 3 vault tickets. So this is pretty much what you get from the combat rating 255 skip token. And of course, since we reach combat rating 255, we will reach the level of the Justice League Dark DLC, so we should be able to get some Dark Phylactery box. So let's do that. So what's the Dark Phylactery box? Basically, it will give us, let's use it, you'll see right now. So it'll give us a Dark Phylactery augment, which is an adaptive augment. There are augments that are linked to the various DLCs. This one is linked to the Justice League Dark DLC. So let's go for the Restoring Dark Phylactery. And let's open the next one as well. And you can see the little hint about the adaptive augments. And let's go for the Restoring Phylactery again. As a healer, that's pretty much what I go for. So now we can equip our Restoring Dark Phylactery if we want to. And in order to be able to upgrade those, they made some changes to what you could use to upgrade your items some time ago. Right now we don't have anything to be able to upgrade it. No big deal. We'll do that a bit later. And now let's take a look at our... Oh, no. Not yet. Not yet. Too fast. Too fast. So now as you can see, we have the Arrow Strength 2020. We could use replay badges to unlock it on some of our other characters. I'll log in with another character just to show it to you in just a minute. And let's take a look at our free gift. So we got some Trick or Treat, Wonderverse Adaptive Augment Cache, the Halloween's style, the Vampire Bat, and the skip to combat rating 255. So let us select I've read that a few people were able to skip 2 characters to combat rating 255. I guess we'll put that to the test. So in this case, then we'll just take the Wonderverse Adaptive Augment Cache and the Hollow Wing styles. Oh. There was a bit of lag in the menu. So you can see the Vampire Bat Trinket is account bound, so I'll probably give it to another one of my character. So there's the Trick or Tickle buckets. I'll make a video. I made a video about that last year, so if you look through my videos, you'll see that I already have a video about those buckets. The Wonderverse Augment Cache came with the Wonderverse DLC. It's pretty much the same thing as the augments we had just a bit before. Here we're going to get some bronze engraving box. And from those box we can choose some adaptive augments. There we go. So let us consume the Hollow Wings. I have a material on the wings, so I'll remove the material so that we can actually see what the wings really look like. Oh yeah. It's a pretty cool looking set of wings, and my Eldritch God could sure use those. So with this character, I'm using the Wild Chroma material. And let's go to the shared bank. So if you want to give some of the gifts to some of your other characters, simple enough, you can do so using the shared bank. So we'll put the Bat Trinket here. And even the Tickle buckets. I wasn't really planning to use those with this character. But for the Vault tickets, you have no choice. You have to use them with the character that you skip to combat rating 255 with. So let us switch to another character. So let us load in our Manic Mad Jack character. Tickle is not happy. He's so mean. So let's go to our Styles tab. So you can see here we can unlock the Hollow Wings for free. So let us do that. So again, as you can see, it gives us some pretty awesome looking wings for our character. And again, for the Aero Strength 2020, as I mentioned, you can unlock it using replay badges, but it's 22 replay badges per piece of the style. And where do you get replay badges? You get replay badges from the marketplace, or if you are a subscriber, you get 150 replay badges every month with your subscription. Oh, and I guess we get some mail. We get Welcome to Combat Rating 255, and we get 3 Vault tickets. So let's accept. And of course, seeing how we passed the combat rating level 30, we get a little emblem from our friend Calculator. Let's give you a look at the Society emblem. I'm gonna have to change my chess piece. So you can see a bit what the emblem looks like, but the demon head gets a bit in the way. And there we go. For those who would like to a good look at the emblem, the demon's head is gone. And of course, once you skip to combat rate 255, you will have a whole bunch of skill points that you will not have spent, so you won't be able to use your armories until you actually do spend your skill points. Actually, you're going to have to spend your skill points and then re-imprint your armory. So let us do that right now. So depending if you use your weapons or your powers, you go either for weapon expert, hybrid, or super powered. Yeah, usually I use powers, so I'll go for a super powered. In this case, this is a DPS character, so I'll put points in critical attack chances, critical attack damage. And again, if I was using my weapons, I would go for precisions. Since I'm a power user, I'll use a might and power. So once all your skill points are spent, then you go to your armory and you imprint it. Also, you're going to imprint your new gear, so you may want to do that. So as you can see, we still cannot use the other armory, but we can activate it from here. But we still cannot activate it from here. So again, we will have to use all our skill points. So let us do that. So in this case, again, I'm using a healer. So I'll go for critical healing chances, critical healing magnitude, and I'll go for restoration. And in this case, obviously, I'll change the wings. So now that all of that is done, let's re-equip our armory. Let's re-imprint armory. So imprint all again. Oh, actually, no. We also have to equip our gear. But instead of equipping everything one piece at a time, we can go to our armory, activate menu, and activate equipment. So as you can see, it gave us all the equipment that our other character had, even with the augments. So now we can reimprint our second armory. And now we're going to be able to switch armories anytime we like. Someone had a question about that, like how can we change the look of our character using the smoke bomb effect? That is how. You have to have 2 armories. Well, you can do it with 1 armory, but technically you need 2 armories to be able to do that. And what I do is that I create, let's say, 1 DPS armory, 1 healer armory, and then I can switch between DPS and healer easily enough. And I can also assign the skill points differently for each armory, as you saw. So the DPS armory, I'll assign the skill points as a DPS, and the healer armory, I'll assign the skill points as a healer. So it makes it very convenient then to switch from one to the other. But in order to do that, you have to purchase a second armory from the marketplace. You could, I guess, use your loyalty points. If you are subscribers, you get 150, you get 500 loyalty points every month. So you should be able to purchase a free armory using your loyalty points. Yeah, I know technically it's not free. Yeah, you pay for your subscription, but you know what I mean.
You fancy yourself a champion of good, yeah? Gotham's got itself right bollocksed, and the rest of the world's not far behind. Meet me in Gotham under that rift in the sky, and I'll tell you how you can be a big damned hero.
So it would seem we can use the combat rating, the skip to combat rating 255 at least twice. So let's go to claim our gift with this little guy here. So here I'm going to get the Wonderverse Adaptive Augments. And you can see the trick or treat. Once a day, we will get some trick or treat buckets. So that's why you can see available in 24 hours. So every day, you should be able to claim the trick or treat buckets. Again, I made a video about those last year, so just take a look at that video. And also, as I showed before, we can claim the Hollow Wings for free for every single characters on our account. So let's do that. Not really going to use those wings with this character because sadly he doesn't fly. So here, same size we had with our Cthulhu character, we will get the combat rating 255 box, which will give us the Hera 2020 gear. And again, we're gonna have to choose in this case if we want to be a DPS or a tank. In this case, I'll go for the tank. So again, we will get the Hera's 2020 style or gear. So once we equip everything, our combat rating will be 255. And of course, same as the other one, we got our mail. So again, we got 3 vault tickets. We had already 3, so that'll give us 6 vault tickets. And we'll get, in this case, we'll get the Justice League emblem. So we got our Justice League emblem because we are level 30 now. So we're officially part of the league. And there we go. So here you can see the 6 vault ticket that we got. Someone was asking also for the Halloween event if we would get the boot utility belt this year. We should get it. Last year I got it on multiple characters from the vault. I assume it will be the same this year. So again, we have our exobyte cache, so let's use it. So you can see again it gives us 4 golden exobytes. And we have our granted supplied box. So again, a whole bunch of bots in order to be able to get a bank bot, broker bot, a mail bot. These are consumable. Once you consume them, they're gone forever. And again, the radar enhancer, these are account bound. It's the only ones that you can actually trade to your other characters if you want to. And here we have the artifact starter pack. So again, we will have the artifact cache that will allow us to choose one artifact. We get some reinforced ant metal detectors, seal of preservations, and some ant metal. And of course, some catalysts. And again, if we go to our journal, so we have the Dark Phylactery mission over there. We didn't play the artifact mission just yet. When I get the chance, I'll try to show it to you. So the Dark Phylactery, again, once we consume it, it'll give us the Dark Phylactery boxes. So let's do that. So in this case, I'll use the Dominating Dark Phylactery. And let us go equip the... let's equip the Dark ones. And the Dominating ones. There we go. And now we should have... oh, actually, we don't have anything to be able to upgrade our Phylacteries just yet. And the same for... I had also the Wonderverse engravings. So for the artifacts, in order to be able to upgrade your artifacts, you will need to use some ant metal. In the past, there was a whole bunch of stuff that could be used, but they made some changes where ant metal now is only good to be able to upgrade the artifacts. And for the augments, the origin augments, you have to use the golden exobytes. Again, as I mentioned, we could decide to be crazy and use all 4 exobytes on the same augment, or we could decide to spread it around and use it on 1 exobyte per augment, which is what we'll do. Oh, and it even gave us a feat at this point. So you can see we raise again to rank 222, so let's do that 4 times. If you're wondering why I switch menu sometimes, it's just because the menu sometimes freezes on PS4. It's sad, but it happens. So sometimes just to unfreeze the menu, just switching and coming back from the menu usually does the job. So there we go. So we've upgraded our origin augments. For the adaptive augments, nothing we can do just yet. For the artifacts, I'll play the artifact mission first, and eventually I'll decide what to do with those. So you have until October 11th to be able to claim your free gifts. So if you want to be able to skip to combat rating 255, you have until October 11th to log in order to be able to do so. And the same with your other gifts. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and also what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this Universe Online at this point, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.